3, 2, 1. You've always wanted to do that.
I did, yeah. And cut.
Yes. Hey, welcome to the Coffee Cast, where this week we are directed by Megan Kanikoa. And this is the coolest thing because, okay, so Eric from the kitchen came out here. Mm-hmm. And you know Eric is a little sheepish, right? He's weird. I'm just going to say that. But one of the things that he did, though, is I was like asking him, I was like, oh, what's all this stuff? And he goes, I don't know. They just told me to deliver. So that was the one thing. But then he brought the drinks out. And before we talk about our subject of the day, which is people getting older.
And how special that is.
Yeah, especially at the age he's getting. This came with this interesting receipt that says, and I hope that you could read it, maybe I'll zoom in on it later, love is dead.
Love is dead.
What is exactly love is dead?
These are some of our February drink specials. Mm-hmm. And this is a smoothie, and what makes it black is activated charcoal. And then it's also got blueberries, strawberries, apple juice. And I like to put the activated charcoal with a smoothie because then you don't get all the granules.
Oh,
it's not so
okay.
Granulated. Is that a word? I don't know.
Granulated?
Okay.
I think that's a word.
And some of our other drink specials this month include a lavender lemonade. A Cupid's latte with a white chocolate raspberry espresso mocha.
Oh, okay.
And then we've got a chocolate covered strawberry milkshake. Yeah.
We had that. And then you bring me love is dead. But I mean, I will admire the fact that it is as cold and black as my own heart.
Yeah, and mine as well.
Yeah. Well, okay. Something that can warm us up to the sunny complexion of maybe the lavender lemonade, though.
Give it a shot. What's it like?
Okay.
How's it taste? We make our lavender syrup in-house with organic lavender and organic sugar. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like when you talk about infused, most of the time you get what's that, like La Croix? It's like it's a hint of something that was next to something. Like the can says lime, but you're like, this thing was 3 blocks away from a lime.
Yeah.
And maybe called a downwind.
Like the lime truck drove by an hour ago.
Right. That, though, is lavender.
Yeah, definitely. We also do a lavender latte. And we do a lavender charcoal latte that has no caffeine in it.
Oh. So when you're dead inside, but you also want to be relaxed.
Exactly. Yes.
Cool. Well, speaking of dead inside and relaxing, let's talk about our subject of this week, Mr. James Chemo Nevius.
Yes, and the man, the myth, the legend. He does our coffee house sessions here in Wailuku Coffee Company, and he's been doing that for a couple years. He took a little hiatus, but he is back on the saddle, and not only is he hosting another coffee house sessions where we'll be donating 100% of any money earned in that tip jar to drum roll, please.
Drum roll. Because every month it's a different charity. We do this all the time with him. I mean, he's been on the Coffee Cast before, a long time ago when he was the sprightly age of 49.
Although you would never guess his age. He's so incredibly healthy, and his wife is so youthful and beautiful. You would never guess that they were above the age of 30.
When I met them, I thought they were younger than me.
Me too.
I was like, and then he tells me his age. I'm like, oh, that explains the television viewing options. Okay. Yeah.
I said, what's your secret? And he said, I went vegan many years ago. So we are halfway there. This is a vegan dish, and this is a pescatarian dish with the shrimp on it. But anyways, all the money that he helps earn in his tip jar tomorrow, Saturday, the 22nd at 2 p.m.
She's not reading this at all.
All of it will be going to the Maui Forest Bird Recovery Project.
Oh, I've heard of that one.
Which works tirelessly to help support Maui's fragile ecosystem. And every dollar that's raised will go directly to them. So don't spend money on his birthday. Don't buy him a present. Come and donate to the cause. That's what he wants.
Yeah, and if you do want to bring him a treat, we have to say this. Hey, what's up, Marcus? We have to say this. Make it vegan.
Yeah. And we'll have some vegan treats in the pastry case, as always, for them to choose from. But he'll be getting it for free tomorrow. Lucky guy.
I know. I mean, like, you got to think, though, when you're like half a century old, half a century, you gotta kind of wonder how much performance is left in the Old Coot, right?
Oh man, he's such a good performer. He always has a good story to tell, and he's got a lot of good energy, and his songs that he wrote are so powerful. There's one about a kid with a gun, and it gives me it makes me cry almost every time I hear him perform it.
The amazing thing about him, though, is like, and I guess you learned this after half a century. I just love saying that, by the way. One of the things that I really like is that he is off the performer trail, this very well-known author. He's a writer, and a lot of the stuff that he writes, his historical pieces, is absolutely mind-blowing. So on his last album, when he did the Maui Project, right, when he was talking about the old whaling village and things like that, it's a lot of people are like, oh, those are kind of clever songs with nice stories. It's like, no, those are historically accurate, and he spent hours researching them.
Yes, and then created a masterpiece music afterwards. When I say the man, the myth, the legend, I'm not joking. I really am honored to know you, Chemo, and happy birthday.
Yeah. And, of course, I got to know him in a couple of different instances. None of them illegal, by the way. Good on you. It's like one of the few people I can say that about.
Shaggy never does anything illegal. He's kidding.
Put a disclaimer on the bottom of the screen. Please do not believe that guy. But no, one of the things that we used to do is we both kind of inherited a show from a guy by the name of Larry John. It's called The Tub. I inherited it, and then Larry came back, and then Chemo inherited it, and then now the show is no more because he's been traveling around, writing all these great pieces, and celebrating the sunset of his life. Oh God. Listening to his knees and arteries harden.
Oh, God. No, his arteries are not hardening because he eats healthy stuff like this roasted root salad right here.
Right.
Which I hope you get to a chance to enjoy that sometime soon. We'll be having these specials for the next month. And all of the produce is 100% sourced from Maui and organic.
Nice.
Yeah.
And especially because now I know girls my daughter's age are going into pescatarian.
It's the new thing. Well, let her know. We got a really great dish here. It's got arugula and avocado and a Meyer lemon sliced there to help you out, and a homemade avo vinaigrette.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie. When I first heard pescatarian, I thought it was something else. So she was like, hey, I'm pescatarian. I'm like, when did you convert?
It is the religion of being pesky.
Right?
Yes.
Ew.
Which I think most teenagers and teenagers are like, cult leaders of a pesky kind of lifestyle.
But, even the Phineas.
Are we making words up again?
Yes, we are.
I love that.
What is that word that I'm looking for? It's like when you're finicky. Yes, the finickiest. That's the word. Ooh, nobody can tell I was an English minor. Even one of those, because I'm not going to attempt that word again, would look at this and be like, oh my God, I have to have this.
Yeah, so try a shrimp. Tell me if you like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's let the shrimp try the shrimp.
Just rip it off.
Okay.
There you go.
Ripping it off.
Don't be shy.
I was trying to be all ladylike and dainty.
Shove it in your mouth.
Okay. Wow. Where have I heard that before?
Is it good? Yeah, I mean, anything that Chef Samuel creates is genuinely delicious. And I'm not just saying that because I love the man.
This is something I'm going to say about his technique. Shrimp is very easy to screw up. Shrimp is incredibly easy.
Do you agree with that? Let's comment below.
Okay. Shrimp is easy to screw up. And I say that just because heat is so important. Too much heat, it goes rubbery and tasteless.
Right, yeah, I've had those kinds.
Yeah, too little heat, it's a little mushy and fishy.
Yeah, I've had that too. So this is the Goldilocks?
This is the Goldilocks zone.
All right.
All right, life begins here.
And the same thing with, when you roast your roots. If you do it too much, they just turn into mush, right? And if you don't do it enough, then they're really like earthy, and they're still delicious.
Yeah.
But if you get it right at that point where they're al dente, then it's like it's got a little crunch, but it's not too much. You can, it brings out a bunch of different flavors, brings out the sweetness, brings out the natural sugars. So same thing with this salad. It was well made, and it's a cold roasted roots. It's not hot, and so it's super refreshing on a hot day.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we should tell everybody, we're always looking for subscribers to the Coffee Cast.
Tell your friends.
Yeah, make sure that you subscribe and share. I've lost the ability to talk today.
I think we have to eat now.
I think we have to eat now.
We have to eat this the food.
Yeah. And if you're feeling dead inside, get a Love is Dead. It'll perk you right up.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, till the next time, though, make sure you come down and celebrate Chemo's 50th.
Throw some money in the tip jar.
Oh, God, yes. And you know what? Bring him some vegan treat. Actually, don't.
We get plenty.
We got plenty.
Yeah.
We got plenty. Come down and have some vegan treats.
Hui ho.
Till next time.
All my love.